Welcome back to Snapshot on the wireless online radio station. I am Zukhanye Duda, and today I am joined by Mihlali Kwinanani, a freelance photographer who's been doing it for a decade. All right, so I'm here with a man that knows his business. Otherwise, he's a guy with so many hats, and I'm super excited to be chatting with him today. Mihlali, welcome to Snapshot. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Zuzu. Thank you for having me out here.
I'm good. All right. All right. So let's start here. Freelancing in any creative industry is difficult. Could you please give us or tell us what drew you to being a photographer?
Me starting off as a photographer, it's funny how things start and it's funny where you end up in life. It's not the first ambitious quest that I went to.
Mhm.
Like I started off as an artist, but then being an artist, there's certain things that you have to tick off your box.
Yeah.
So for me and my group, my rap group, yay, surprise guys. Yeah, I was once an artist. So we had to do music videos, we had to get our profile done. So that's when we picked up a camera. And I was like very supportive of what we were doing. So I took the initiative of like handling the camera. But now when you are in the music space, I feel like it's a space that's not appreciated enough until you actually make it big. That's when you actually make your proper income. So as a small artist at the time, it didn't sustain me enough.
Okay.
So luckily, I made my connections through events people since I was an artist. Yeah. Oh, they played me a lot back then. But once I became a photographer, that's when I actually noticed that they actually value you more as a photographer than an artist because they know that you're going to bring something to the table. Like you're going to give them a certain product. So, and that product works towards like the promotion of everything. So they have to pay you at the end of the day because they know there's editing involved and all of that. And that's how it actually started and kept on going from there. And it's been going very well. 10 years in.
All right. Now, speaking of events, right, I know that you specialize in that section. Now, tell us, why did you specifically choose events and how has it shaped your style in photography?
I'd say it actually chose me. Like I said, like it's crazy how life can end up. And most of the friends that I even have, like they are DJs, they are promoters. So like my whole circle is surrounded by entertainment field and all of that. And it's something I've been interested in. So it's a comfortable field for me to be in.
Yeah.
And they can also tell that. And I think what also worked very well with that is since I know what they're also looking for in like photography, they know what needs to be captured and all of that. And I know that as well because I was an artist as well. I know like if there's a photographer out there, please have this angle or whatever and stuff like that. So I have that insight so I know what the photographer needs to produce for an event because I'm in that space. I've
Yeah.
lived through that space. Yeah. So that's the best way I can explain it.
Speaking of that, I know that events photography is quite fast paced and it can be unpredictable. Could you please tell us how do you prepare for shoots where you know that you can't get a second take?
The thing about photography in events is you miss a moment, you've missed it.
Yeah.
So you have to stay ready, finger on the trigger like a
Mhm.
hitman. You are
Yeah.
a sniper in that, like, yeah,
In that moment, yeah.
can't miss your shot. So over there, you have to be very aware. Please be sober minded. Take the one type of shot, not the other type of shots,
All
please.
right.
And then, yeah, you have to always be ready. I think that's the beauty and the what do you call it, the process of like being a good events photographer because over there like there's certain moments that other people could miss but you should get like surprise people when you give them the work like
Yeah.
sometimes there's going to be a cute kid in the corner over there nobody even notices because everybody's looking at the stage. Be aware of your surroundings at all times and yeah.
So pay attention to the small details. All
I
right.
think that's what's going to make the client and everyone appreciate your work even more.
All right. Speaking about your work, would you say that you've got a signature style or approach when you're photographing events? And if you do, could you please describe it to us?
Do I have a style? Well, I got style, I know.
Obviously.
Okay, look, I can put it this way. When you book a certain photographer and you look at their work, there's a certain niche or style that they have, and
Yeah.
I think it's mostly accommodated by the gear that they have at the time. So
Sure.
it also works with what the photographer has at the time, but also it's their eye. What details do they like capturing the most? I think for me, I'm very all rounded because at the end of the day, I want to give the client the maximum amount of work as I can in terms of quantity and quality at the same time. So um, it would take someone else to judge or portray my signature style. I wouldn't be able to like
To
pinpoint
describe
it
it.
myself. You just have to check out my work.
At the beginning of our interview or our chat, I mentioned that you are a man with so many heads, which brings me to my next question. Right, I know that you're part of the Maibuya and you're actually doing PR there, and I know that you mentioned to me that it's some type of way. It's a way that you can give back to the community, right? And if you didn't know, Maibuya focuses on empowering and informing the community, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Correct.
Could you please tell us a bit about that?
Maibuye e Africa. So basically, it is a movement, civic movement led by Tukela Zumani. And the whole initiative of this organization is it's not a political party, more of an organization for the people to uplift each other, educate each other, and also like fix the communities that like there's a lot going on and there's a lot of fixing that needs to be done and people are not that aware of how to fix certain problems. So what we do is we go to these communities, we listen on what's going on, and then we try to like bridge the gap. Like this is what they are going through, this is how we can try help, even though we don't have any like institution funding us, but we're all working together in the common goal to help one another. So that's what we're really doing. And even like last week we went to Ward 44, which is in Uteneg. It's a township over there, Chris Hani. And what we did is a kids nutrition drive.
Nice.
Basically there's also a businessman, tavern owner. His name is Umpombo. He also like invested funds into helping this initiative, and shout out to him because he didn't really have to do this, but he can see that we are really trying to uplift the community.
Yes.
And yeah, we're just going in here with our hearts and with no purpose of what we're gaining, but we were more focused on what we're giving to the people. So that's the whole movement about it right now.
Beautiful. Now, my last question to you. I know that I am personally enjoying this interview. I hope you are as well. If you could photograph any event, no limits, what would it be and why?
Coachella.
Uh,
Straight up, straight up.
right.
I'm gonna see my favorite artists there. A whole lot of diverse people. I feel like there's a whole lot of arts involved in that, and like the creative possibilities that can come out of that
Yeah.
is like out of this world, and I can't wait to be part of something like that. So that's something I'd be so excited to photograph. And I want to go there with my team because I know I can't be everywhere at the same time. So I want to have my fellow photographers with me, one over there, and make a whole masterpiece out of it.
And you are going. Mihlali, thank you so much for joining us on Snapshot.
Thank you, Zuzu, for having me out here.
All right. Where can people find you?
Instagram, Mihlali Kwinanani, no spaces in between. That's where you're gonna find me. I'm not that active on Facebook, but as long as like that's what Instagram was actually created for in the beginning, for photographers. I know it's changed into a whole lifestyle thingy, but that's my main platform. If you go in there, you're gonna see all my other links, my website, my booking number, everything you need is on my Instagram.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us once more.
Thank you for having me.
Right, that is Mihlali Kwinanani. And please go check him out on his socials on Instagram. He is Mihlali Kwinanani with no spaces.